is operating as a 20-bed facility, and as the members, the chairman has shared, is we're lucky sometimes if we can even hit 10 or 11 or 12 of that 20. So that $1 million budget's based on a half a facility operating. It's, you know, if it was a full 40-bed facility, we'd be looking at probably $2 million over there.
I don't want to speak for our law enforcement community in Sierra County right now, so I don't have all the facts, but I think that an overly complicated KPDA scenario or collaborative effort probably wouldn't be financially efficient for Sierra County. Just off the top of my head, maybe perhaps some sort of as-needed contract rate type of thing, be more online of doing things. And it's the same way that we handle our, if we're overpopulated in the jail in Downingville or Nevada County, neighboring counties for contract beds for inmates. Perhaps it'd be more of a
Well, my understanding is our staff have those kind of as-need type contracts, I guess, scattered around probably most of the counties in Northern California.
But a collaborative effort where we're engaged in some sort of contract APA, and probably, we don't have the offenders for that, or the resources to be on. So I don't want to speak for the rest of the board or our law enforcement people in Sierra County.
Scott, that would be my impression. So that's why when I listen to the, you know, pitch that's made to us, I have a hard time believing the pitch sometimes, because I think you're spot on.
And Chief Bosworth as well.
I'd like to make a statement in regard to that. I mean, we need better members, just like I stated before. We need to know what the problem is before we move forward and what we need to do to make our decision what we need to do.
The board's digging into those numbers now. We're getting the first kind of taste of it.
But you're right, this is exactly something that we can get together as board chairs or whatever, and discuss these things and bring them back to our board.
Since you brought this up a couple of times, many years ago in the late 90s, Sierra County went into a regional facility with Nevada County. We have reserved beds similar to the agreements you're talking about. So when we do have juvenile hall leaves Nevada counties, if for some reason we would go beyond their capacity, which we haven't for many, many years, then we would start looking at alternatives. But as far as participating in Lassen County regional juvenile hall, we're already associated with them.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's very evident to me that I'm not trying to be a pessimist because I'm anything but we're going to need to build a program to be within the 10, the ADP, because to build a program to accommodate more is going to be, you know, several $100,000 more in cost for staffing. And as these folks have demonstrated, you know, they have other arrangements. And I seriously doubt that a couple of other counties are going to be able to take up the extra, say, $400,000. And what's happening now, I mean, we need to build the budget for a 10-room, you know, maximum hotel, if you will. And at times there's going to be a vacancy sign out for these other counties, and at times there's going to be no vacancy. But we're not going to foot the bill to run a 40-room show. Just in case somebody needs a room from now and again. That's my take on it. I think that's a responsible thing to do. We have a responsibility to the general fund, a responsibility to the community, and to build this big, giant infrastructure based on this 1998 consultant that hasn't even come true by any stretch of the imagination. It's just irresponsible. Does anyone else have anything to say, or is there any public comment? Thank you, Jennifer.
I would say, Mr. Chairman, that since Lori is an expert on public safety type issues that
My dad was a deputy.
I would suggest that the Plymouth County Board was so inclined that they would never be able to be the pinch hitter for working in this working group. And I think Lori would be a great asset to that. What do you think?
Thank you, yeah, and I think from Lassen County, I believe our first course of business should be to build a budget based on a 10 average daily population, and then build and look at costs to provide what it would be to provide for over that amount. And once we have those numbers, we could be in a better position to, and like you said, analyze our costs and not just say, no, we spend $1 million on staff and we have 8 kids using it, and then it makes no sense. I don't blame you, I want nothing to do with that either. Oh, sure. We do have to break at 12 o'clock because I do have a meeting at the library with Judge Verderosa as well as our county council. So, Richard, what do you suggest? How do we best use the next 12 minutes?
We maybe take it to water issues.
Do you think there's time to do that? 12 minutes or schedule this break?
We'll get the break early.
Actually, we got 15 minutes, yes. But, when you take it.
Yeah, let's do it. So, get a break.
Okay, the integrated regional water.
We have a hand.
Oh,
Yes.
hi.
Thank you, Chairman, for recognizing me. My name is Naomi McCain. And I recall the juvenile hall issue years ago. There was quite a debate about it. And the issue was that maybe we could not afford a juvenile hall. Maybe we couldn't look at the location of it because it had a high water table. And I know that Mr. Chapman was there. I can't exactly remember. Mr. Kyle was there. Our board has changed considerably since that time. But I think the issue was that we needed to have it, and there were certain people, like you said, staff, and other very well-known people in the community that wanted that juvenile hall. The reason I come up here is that we're talking about issues now about the cost of that juvenile hall. And they talk about the issues of that juvenile hall then. And maybe some of the people that is on the staff today, you know, are taking responsibilities of decisions that the board made, you know, a long time ago. And I just want to say that I can see wanting something but not being able to afford it. But at the same token, I think we should not necessarily blame staff presently today for what happened years ago. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alan. So, yeah, before we move off this, then I'm really confident that we'll be able to build a budget that would see our kids still have the use of the juvenile hall facility for our county and be one of the, if not the lowest average daily costs at under that $200 mark. So, okay, so we're going to take up the regional integrated regional water plants.
I was in a meeting here in Susanville with Mr. Egan, and I became aware that you guys are performing one over in Honey Lake Basin. So we just concluded, I'd like to introduce Randy Wilson from Plymouth County to give you the urban that we created for the middle fork. And the Sierra County would like to be involved with this over here, because everybody includes on Long Valley Creek, there's a lot. So it'll come into Sierra County. And there was an extensive process we did along with it.
Just as a way of introduction, I'm Randy Wilson. I'm the Plymouth County Planning Director and co-manager of the Plymouth County Flood Control and Water Conservation District. We applied for and got a grant to update the Integrated Regional Water Management Plan for the Upper Feather River. And right now we're in the process of choosing a professional services consulting team to help us do that. Hopefully the board will do that next Tuesday, and we go to contract. The Integrated Regional Water Management Plan meshes really well with our general plan and its water element. And it's timely now that we're in a drought situation. One of the things we did in doing this is we looked at our management structure that we were looking at doing originally, and then we've changed that. Just kind of by way of giving you the extent of the Upper Feather River. It includes Sierra, Plumas, Butte, and just a little bit of Lassen County. We're in the process of developing a working group with a new MOU who will be the leadership of the IRWM update, and this will be to the Prop 84 standards. I have a bunch of handouts that I'm going to give you when I'm done. I think timeliness is about 10 minutes here. We had to do some revisions to that MOU because time had passed. The other thing I have a handout, it's a report that was done, came out of the coast. It was done in concert with some planners looking at IRWM issues. And in this handout, there's a discussion of what happened in Kern County. And what they found was, through the IRWM process, people got to know each other, they got to know each other's issues, and they found a way to work together and not fight as much over the water issues that were coming towards them. We look at the process that we're engaging in the Upper Federal River, and we hope to, one, learn each other's issues, two, identify problems, and three, identify solutions to those problems. A lot of people look at the IRWM process as a way to get state money under Prop 84. It may be too late to do that, we don't know that yet. But we're also looking at it in terms of identifying the problems and solutions and putting those on the books to look at opportunities to resolve them through different funding opportunities that may come over time. So it's a learning process. A lot of information will be involved, and hopefully we'll be successful. It'll take about 2 years to update it. Anybody have any questions? Paul, do you have any comments you want to add to what I just said?
No, just is, you know, I mean, the NGO thing is what prompted the restructure of this, and the implementation board now consists of all appointed or elected officials sitting on the top management structures. That's what prompted the restructure.
Right. It used to have a sort of a different bent, and now it's more weighted to that. You have somebody from the Sierra Valley Groundwater District, somebody from the Sierra Valley RCD, somebody from the Federal River RCD, a board member from Sierra Valley, a board member from Plumas County, a Plumas County Flood Control District board member, somebody representing the Almanor region, Sherry Thrall, and that encompasses a little bit of Lassen County. I'm forgetting somebody right now. Community Development Commission, David Keller's staff, as a leadership group, and then everybody else in the region will be signing on. The MOU is more participants with a lot of meetings that will be coming. So I'm going to dump the handouts on the table. And thank you for having me.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, last time we ran late, and she didn't wait, so she's gonna walk us up this time if we don't get there.
Okay, so Dave has left the handouts here. I think this will be a good time. What we'll do is we will stand in recess and reconvene at 1:30. And this will give the board members an opportunity to look over the information. And when we reconvene, we'll take up this matter for further discussion.